My initial concerns were that my eyes were always very baggy, even as a young person. And I think when your upper eye here is firm, it's not such a big deal. But as you get older, that starts to drop down. And then the bagginess it becomes more obvious. And when I had photos taken or any sort of event where pictures were taken with friends or family, the first thing I noticed was that area. Also, I had a wedding coming up, my daughter's wedding, and just didn't want to be conscious at all of that. I just wanted to enjoy the photography. I was offered the finance to do the surgery by a family member, and so I started to research people on the internet, which is tricky because you never know if a review is genuine or not. I came across Daniel's website, I looked at that a bit, but actually at the same time, the lady who was doing my beauty work, facials and so on, she recommended him, and I just suddenly started hearing his name here and there. She'd had clients who'd had very successful outcomes, so I made the call. I called up and she said, "Oh, you've got about a year to wait," and I was like, "Oh, hang on, I've got a wedding," and she went, "Let me see what I can do." And that was really lovely. I felt like it was fateful because I know that lots of people do call up and they don't get that answer, and obviously something clicked and connected, and she managed to get me an appointment. I think I had to wait a couple of months, but she was working in the background to say, right, if you go ahead, then this will be when you have your surgery, so you will be fine for the wedding. So that was really good. So it went ahead. The process was really easy. Came in really reassuring. Don't remember a thing. Came out, no after effects. Went home. Lots of ice packs. I was quite intrigued by it all, actually. Even how I looked was quite intriguing, and I managed to have a bit of a sense of humour for the first day or two. After that, not so much, because your face is just changing all the time and you don't know what you're going to look like, and you don't know if things are going to resolve. Immediate recovery, it's not painful. I think the thing that you're scared about is that you're going to be in pain. It's not painful. It is uncomfortable. You do have to sleep sitting up for a bit. It's scratchy. It messes with your head, but it's not painful. I do think what's really remarkable, and what you don't really recognize when you're going through it, is that given what's happened to me, you cannot see any scars, and that is really odd, because I had these great lines here, and I was thinking, oh, I'm always going to have a line. They're just gone. The lash line ones you can't see, and then of course there's one here that you can't. So no one would know. I get lots of compliments, which is really nice. Definitely compliments about, given that I was a mum of a bride, I'm now a grandma to be, and I get a lot of what, which is really nice. On Daniel's clinic side, I had Joe, who was available 24/7, who sent me voice notes, who was incredibly encouraging. Honestly, a real lifesaver, because you are putting yourself through something quite major. I did look like Alice Cooper. I think it just gives you, Daniel and I talked about natural eyes, and I pointed out some people who've had eye surgery and they start to look different. I said I didn't want that, I just wanted it to be just enough, and I think he nailed it. I really do.